Hi guys, this is Simon again from the UK Drum Show, and we just passed Mike Johnston's rooms and grabbed the time and tried to talk to you, man. How's it going, man?
It's good. How's your voice doing? It's been a long weekend. We're all shouting nonstop.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm struggling. I'm still pushing through, but I'm trying, man. So, Mike, you have your own room here. Maybe you can tell us a little bit what's happening in your room, basically.
Sure. Yeah, so the education room, basically what it is it's main stage artists. So these are all artists that have already performed on the main stage in years past, or might be playing on the main stage in a future year. So it's main stage artists, but with more access to them in a very relaxed environment. I want the questions to be I want everyone to feel very comfortable asking questions. So it's just like deep access to main stage level artists.
Amazing. Now let's talk about you and your drum teaching, because I mean you've been doing it for a while now, and I really love your videos. The content you put out is so great. Also, the way you do it, it's very natural and funny, and I really enjoy that. So how would you say over the time did your drum teaching like develop until now, basically?
Yeah, it's changed a lot, honestly, because when I first started it in 2005, that was my first YouTube video. You know, we didn't know what we were doing. There was no such thing as YouTubers. We were just making videos to make them. And now there's so many people making videos. You're fighting for an audience, but also you don't want to cheat the audience by trying to appeal to the short attention span. So it's a balance of, well, I want to deliver real education, but real education might be too long form for some people. So it's finding that balance of, I need to pull you in, but once you're in, I need to pay it off and deliver real information and deep information. And I had no idea that I'd be signing up to become a cinematographer, an audio engineer, because I make all my videos by myself. So yeah, editing, everything. So I'm running around the room, pressing record on this one, clapping, and yeah, so it's been really fun, because now even for local businesses in the town that I'm in, I tell them, like, if you want, I can shoot a video for you, like for free, I'll just do it, but I have all the gear, I have all the lights, so yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, really fun. And then you also come up with funny things like, for example, Snare and Matcha. Yeah. Maybe we can talk about that, what it's about, basically.
Yeah. So Snares and Matcha was just, one, I'm obsessed with matcha. I've been drinking tea since I was very young. And I just thought, like, what if there was a clinic, but instead of a clinic, it was more of a hang? And it wasn't about the artist, it was about everybody's gear. So it brings everybody to the same level, because somebody that's very new at the drums, they might feel scared at a drum clinic, like, oh, don't make me play or whatever. But it's like, well, this is just about your snare drum. It's not even about you. So just tell me the story of your snare drum. So basically, it's stories. And somebody will stand up and they'll say, this is my CB700 snare drum. It's the first snare I ever got. And it was the last thing my dad gave me before he passed away. And we're all like, oh my God, that's so deep. And so all of a sudden this CB700 snare drum, or whatever, an entry-level snare drum, now it's the most valuable thing in the whole room, because it's the last gift he got from his father, or whatever, and it's like, that's what it's about. It's about stories, it's about friendship and hanging. So yeah.
Amazing, great. You've also been playing live before, right? Before you become a teacher. And what was like the point in your life where you decided to not go on tour anymore and like become a drum teacher?
Yeah, it was on tour. Like being on tour and not feeling anything, but only wanting to get back to a little room and teach somebody how to play drums. Like, I was like, wow, I'm living the dream. I'm on stage, I'm in an arena, this is everything I've ever wanted, and all I want to do is go back to that small room in Sacramento and teach drums. So then I just made the decision, all right. I was very fortunate to have some teachers at that time that said, teaching could be your plan A. You could choose to do this as your real path instead of a fallback plan. And when they gave me that permission to do that, I said, okay, I'm going to teach for the rest of my life, and this is all I want to do.
Great, amazing. And how would you say, like, when you because you also do camps, right? So you invite, or people can enroll into your camps, and then how do you decide what kind of topic you want to talk about, and then also because every student is different. So how does it, like, if I would like subscribe for one of your camps, so how does it work? And then
so we have 3 different levels. We have the fundamentals, which isn't really beginner; it's after beginner, but it's beginner drummers or almost intermediate drummers that really want to dial in the fundamentals of their drumming, their time, their feel, their presence. And then we have intermediate and advanced. And so really, and then I keep the groups small. So we've done 142 camps so far over the course of the last 16 years. And we have 8, yeah, it's a lot. we have 8 people per camp. And in my mind, there's 8 individual drum camps happening all at once. And you're on your own journey and I'm teaching you. And even though we're in a group, we're working on rudiments. You're working on the rudiment that applies to you. She's working on the rudiment that applies to her. So I keep track of everybody's thing for 5 days and we just grow as a group, but also as individuals. And then if it was you specifically, since I haven't heard you play yet, I would call you on the phone and I would talk to you about your history in drumming, and then I would say, okay, I think the advanced drum camp is right for you, or the intermediate, or whatever. Yeah.
That's really cool, actually, because then you also know, in what kind of level the other player is. Really cool. What would you say, because you also run like this online school, what was the biggest challenge to set up the online school and like get it rolling, basically?
Yeah, I mean, so much of it was honestly the challenge of web. Like I was the web designer for the first 3 versions of Mike'sLessons.com in 2006, 2008, 2009, and it was keeping up with web. But then the other thing was, how do you make sure that when people have access to all the information in the world, what are you supposed to work on? Like it's a buffet table, and I'm just letting you go at this buffet table and say, choose wisely. And so the biggest challenge has been giving you direction, and then this person that just started out direction, and then giving this person. So we launched a thing called Sessions a while ago, and that's kind of changed the game for, I think, online education in general. That sounds really terrible to say and really cocky, but we finally have accountability built in. So there's 30 sessions and 29 of them are locked, and the only way you can get from session 1 to session 2 is you have to record yourself, film it, and send it to me. She's on Sessions right now, and I've watched her videos, and that's how I know who that is. So she's famous to me because I'm like, I've seen all your videos. But yeah, the only way to get to the next session is to record it, send it to me, and I unlock the next one for you. So now there's real accountability in online education.
I have one last question for you, which is like more, because of course a drum teacher lesson. How would you say is the easiest way to teach people a double stroke?
I would say teaching them patience is the thing, right? Because we know that they're going to go from all wrist, then eventually their fingers will open up, but they don't know. When you say, well, use your fingers. If you can't use your fingers, I can't just tell you to use your fingers. So they have to be patient and know about the plateaus. You're going to go from 60 to 100 pretty quick, and then you're going to be stuck. And you can't go any faster, and you keep practicing every day, and then one day your fingers open up a little bit, and you go from 100 to 140, and then you get stuck again. And so it's about the patience, the repetition, and actually not pushing too fast. Staying at 80% of your max for a long time will help your brain decide what the muscles need to do to push to the next plateau. So really, I would teach people patience more than I would teach them technique.
Yeah, that's great. Mike, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. It was very nice meeting you.
You as well.
And enjoy your day at the UK Drum Show.
Thank
All
you,
the best,
friend.
man.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Subscribe, hit the bell. See you soon.